very good as well. Cajun really stepping up. MSL as well seems to be having one of his days. So that's obviously incredibly exciting. Let's get into the game here. North and Astralis kicking off now on Overpass. So a big welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to round number 3 of the Blast Pro Series.
Yes, and look at this. This is a huge gamble from North. All of them over towards the B bomb site. This is quite an interesting way to start things off. We'll see where Astralis exactly wants to take this. Valdi here rotating back, and just after they see no quick battle towards that bomb site, they're going to split up that stack. They're going to get back. They're going to have a more spread out defense. And Astralis just slowly progressing across the map.
They've got a lot of map control right now, and 2 smokes and that 1 Molotov on Glaive means they can clear out that A-bomb site quite. Going to see if that's actually going to be a feature of it already. The smokes, the Molotovs are in, and Astralis ready to set up and try and see if they can execute here. Dennis in first with a pistol, trying to clear every single corner. It's going to be a big wake-up call for North as Dupree and Kievu coming with 2 big frags.
Yeah, and here comes Valdi with the retake, trying to do something for his team. He's got 1, but Dupree finds it through the smoke. MSL now all to do, and he gets taken out as well. And this is dominant from Astralis so far.
Oh, good shot coming in from Dupree, and that's going to clear out the round. Astralis picking up the pistol win, which is something historically they've not always been very good at.
No, I mean, that's the big thing, is this is a team that's really struggled when it comes to the pistol round. So the fact, I mean, Dennis comes in, it's insane the amount of effect that he's had, but so far in this tournament, that's a weakness that they've very much overcome. A good start, 1-0 for Astralis now. They are going to be going up against small investment. There's some Deagles out, we know those are dangerous, CZs as well. And pressure here from North, pushing up.
They're playing it very carefully right now. The pistols are so good in global offensive. They don't want to fall early on here. North definitely a team that know how to use them. A little bit of a group, only really 1 person outside of B sort of lingering around there. Sip obviously always playing that role, trying to make sure that he can cover that side of the map. But the rest of Astralis seem fairly grouped up. And we'll see if that's going to pay off or not. A little bit of a setup over at long here for North. I kind of like that risk.
Yes, and it also puts them in great position to go for some kind of a flank, some kind of aggression, depending on the timing. If they don't feel anything, that's a huge opportunity for Valdi to move up and find some information, but Dupree's going to go cleared out. He's got to be careful. He's here all alone, and he's going to commit all the way. Cajun is here. There's the first shot. Dupree trying to bait someone into a peek, but it's Kievu wrapping around who gets it. And there's Dupree finding 1. Danger averted for Astralis early on.
All of that patience really paying off towards the end there. Very tricky if you start to lose some of those rifles early on or some of the submachine guns. There is a bit of a flank coming in from Config, but I feel like it might just be a bit too late. If the 2 players on A here, MSL and AZ, can hold on for a while, then maybe Config could become relevant, but it doesn't look like Astralis are going to give them that time at all. Bit of a headshot coming in from AZ. He wanted more, but the smoke is gone, and that leaves MSL alone on the site. 1 good kill, and actually a great follow-up. That's so much damage.
Yeah, that really is. That's a good thing to find towards the end. It actually puts Config in a position where this is doable. This is possible if he gets fortunate with the timing. And here he is wrapping around, and he misses a couple shots. Glaive survives. Uncharacteristic misses from Config, and that's his opportunity gone. Now they're aware of where he's coming from. The bomb is planted. They can get into great positioning as well. Config has no option but to just continue fighting. He's got a UMP now. Utility out, gonna force his way up the stairs, but it's not gonna happen. Zipnix closes it out. And Astralis, they survive to the 3rd round.
A bit of a scare there. It got a lot closer than it should have been. They did everything right at the beginning. They had the patience, they waited.
Yes.
So that part was great, but then MSL with a couple of good Deagle kills and AZ landing a headshot. It can spiral out of control really quickly. We'll see. This round, obviously, no armor on the North side, and that's a really big deal. So should be an easier round here for the Astralis side.
It should be an opportunity for them to kind of sustain and not take too many losses and able to build up some kind of bonus money. You can see Dennis and Kievu with the UMP and the MAC-10, the bonus money that the SMGs provide. You want those 2 players to lead the way. And again, there's a small stack coming this way from North, finding ways to be aggressive and to take advantageous fights. At the moment, not winning, they line up, but he can't spray any down. Actually a pretty big kill, all things considered, denying some of the bonus money and a chance to inflict more.
Maybe giving a bit of confidence to North. It's good to just try and not let them run wild in the beginning. Kievu and Sip coming up with a couple of refrags, a bit of revenge stacked down towards the B bomb side as MSL will pick up a kill on Kievu, making it Still a 3-on-3. I would say Astralis are losing a bit more in these rounds than maybe they should.
It's not ideal, but the big thing is they don't lose anyone from here on out because they've lost. You don't want to lose one of those expensive rebuys. You don't also want to give one over. There's a flank. Valdi can't handle anything. That opens up the avenue for Astralis to retreat back towards the B bomb site. And you can see on the minimap, the North players are hustling, trying to get in a position to slow this down. AZ's in the water. They've spotted him out. MSL trying to get into a position to help out his teammate, but it's not happening just yet. There's a kill, a headshot for him. This is dangerous now.
God, Astralis really on the edge here. Finally, they get the kill. Sip will take one down. And MSL, he's so low on health, and this is very tricky. Great little move there, throwing over the bomb, and now he's out in the open. MSL picking up a big kill. Sip on the other side of the box, and he gets the shot, saving Astralis, but only barely. What an expensive round.
Yeah, especially considering what North brought into it. It wasn't a whole lot. I think just maybe 2 upgraded pistols, maybe not even that. No armor, and they make it so close. So Astralis, they've been put on notice, and even though they've got that streak of 3 rounds in a row, heading into the first gun round, they've got to be feeling a little unsettled.
Yeah, they've really been put on the spot right now by North, and you can bet you that North absolutely know that. Sip right now looking to see if he could maybe just make a bit of noise. He's trying to control that part of the map, throwing in an early grenade. Let's see how this all plays out. Cajun picking up the first kill on Glaive is such a good start for the North team, and I feel like Cajun is a very hard player to play against if you're sort of at the top level. His movement especially, his flicks aren't really off the chart usually, but he just always positions himself so well for any kind of tactical defense.
He's just a solid player, isn't he? There's MSL with one. Gonna go for a second, and he's gonna get it. North alive in this round. MSL even continuing further. This is quite nice from him, holding down this critical portion of the map. If you can control the stairs, if you can control this middle portion, then it's going to be so difficult for your opposition.
You now just trying to stay alive up here, but Dupree, not a chance. He's going to end up dropping, so a bit of a breakdown in that round for Astralis. And North picking up the round rather easily, which is such good news. For anyone out there who's new at the game, hasn't seen it too much, obviously, that first rifle round where you can finally get sort of the right guns on the North side, you really need to make sure you win that straight away. Yes. And don't have any kind of issues. Yeah,
you need to make it work. You need to get building up with the economy. You need to make sure. And here's the thing: the damage that North was able to do in the first, 2 or the second and third round has now put Astralis back onto pistol. So this is actually deadly for the Astralis side of things. This is a crippling time for them to get reset early on here in the half.
Just carry you through this as we do get rid of the graphics on the screen. Hopefully any second now will be cleared up. So 3-1 the scoreline right now, and with already Astralis back on just pistols, which is such a big deal. You win those 3 rounds in a row, and it goes back to how much damage North was doing in the 2 rounds that they lost after the pistol. So already the Astralis side very low on economy. We'll see if they can do any kind of damage. I like the fact that they're playing so passively. Normally, I don't really like to see this on the CT side. Like, I want the CTs to be a bit aggressive, but when all they have to fight against are pistols like this, why give them anything? Yeah, just be cautious. You've done a great job to damage the economy. You haven't even quite found out that they're just at pistols yet, but just make sure that you're not overextending yourself and not putting yourself in a position to get punished by anything. Just be safe and make Astralis commit to a bomb site. Don't give up the picks that allow openings, and there's a nice find from Cajun. Said his flicks weren't too impressive, but that's not an easy shot to hit. And that was Dupree with the deagle. Yeah, and he made you eat your words there. That's definitely a really nice shot for Cajun to come out with. AZ, he's gonna be the next up. There's a Glaive swing out closer than he expected, but he handles it well. And so does all of North. That's gonna finish the round. It's gonna be a second for North. Yeah, very well done. No hesitation, almost no risks being taken either by the North side. That's what we like to see. And now the big question is, can they keep it up? Astralis are going to have AK-1s again. They're going to have AKs on everyone, in fact. No AWP for Dupree, which is something that I'm kind of excited to see now. Well, that's been the big question, is with device out, with your primary opper out, who's going to step up and take up those duties? Because we've seen Dupree do it in the past as the secondary opper. But we have to say as well, Dupree's been great as just a rifler and just his brawling capabilities as a player. He's been phenomenal recently, so perhaps not wanting to take him off that, perhaps just not wanting to risk the economy. You can see they haven't brought a whole lot of nades into this affair, into this round. They just don't have the money to support all of it, so they're gonna have to win some duels. This is where you have to rely on some of the individual ability of guys like Careby, guys like Dennis and Dupree to find the fights, and AZ's gonna take down the opening kill. And Valder to follow it up. I think a heavily underrated player, Valder. So much depth in him. They're going to get the kills, fall back, which is exactly what you want. And Astralis with very hard to come back into a round like this, especially if North aren't going to make any big mistakes. They're sort of waiting for that. They really want someone else to go peak, but why would they at this point? What do you do if you're Astralis now?
Astralis is one of the teams that they're the best at recovering from these situations, but normally it's when they have more nades to work with, because you use a flashbang to get an easy kill, you put someone out of position and you punish that. This is going to be so difficult, especially with that smoke over towards sandbags. They have to speed up, they have to change the route, they can't just wait around. Here's Valdi, gonna swing against one. He's traded immediately, but now the rotations are on. Bomb is on the floor. There is some time to work with, but the Molotov is delaying everything.
Dupree and Kirby, they really don't have a lot of time here. 30 seconds. They need to make this entry work. One Molotov to clear out L-Bend. A great headshot from Kirby, though, to take down MSL. It's a little bit tricky here, but a great return. AZ and Config to pick it up easily. And again, North surviving with 3 members. What a great comeback from them very early on in the game.
Phenomenal start to this CT side for North, as the losing bonus is going to start building up for Astralis. 3 rounds in a row. So they're going to set another round on pistols because they just don't have the money. That next buy that Astralis has got to be powerful.
Oh, we've got to talk about that. AC got the kill in the sewer tunnel, and then Valder's just spamming through in case anyone's trying to come out of the door. That's how he got the second kill. That's so brilliant.
I mean, Valdi is a player. When they picked him up, it was sneaky, one of the most underrated additions to a team, and it has propelled this North team into an actual contender. They're still trying to prove it, but he's such a dangerous player and a player that can change the way that your team plays, and we're starting to see it here. Cajun coming alive with 1 kill as well. He's been so good with this op early on. Hasn't been tested quite yet to a massive degree, but showing that he can still do damage, and Kirby, the last one left.
Only got 1 good headshot. Great second one, taking down MSL. So a bit of damage is returned. This will be fine for North if they can just avoid losing any more players here. You want to survive with 3 or more, generally speaking, otherwise it's going to start to dig into your economy a bit more. And Kirby looking for that 1 dig, and he's going to miss it. Cajun, I think that was a quad kill in the round, so just a brilliant round for him, and overall he's doing very well at the moment. 4 and 3, North are up 1 round, and it's looking so much better for them. And did I see that right? Are we missing a couple of kills there on Dennis and Glaive?
Yes.
They don't have any at all.
Yeah, they're both down at 0. Not a great start. It's still very early on, obviously. You expect those 2 players to bounce back. Glaive especially is just that kind of player that seems to have impact when his team needs him most. The in-game leader of Astralis, and here's some of that aggression you love to see, Anders. Cajun with the AWPs forced back by a flashbang. Good utility usage. He's got a new angle. But this is tough for Astralis. They have to force this away because MSL and AZ are controlling the stairs. Now they've cleared out short sewers as well. They're getting a massive amount of information. Cajun at the moment is all alone, and he's pretty aggressive, all things considered. But he's going to fall back as his teammates rotate over towards A to help.
I was going to say they're being very dynamic in their CT setup right now, North. They're all over the place. Kind of hard for Astralis to know just how much map info they're getting really early in the round, so it's going to be interesting to see. Now they're covering the site. This could actually be a genius move coming out of the North side right now. Dupree is covering it, but it's Cajun with the AWP sneaking in, and he's going to get that kill. Great shot coming out. Very well done.
Also not pressing the issue, falling back. They've got the man advantage. Turtle up into the bomb site, make Astralis commit wherever they want to go. You don't have to spread your defense thin, but Cajun, he's on the hunt now. He's feeling it. 40 seconds left in the round as Astralis figures out where they want to attack, and Cajun perhaps gets lucky there, but he's got a second with the repeat. That's the bomb as well. Smokes everywhere inside this A bomb site. It's MSL's turn, and he catches Zipniks off guard. This defense is holding so strong, and Astralis is gaining nothing.
It's incredibly well done, and there we have what we call the on-fire meter, which is just an indication that they've won 5 in a row. So if ever you're sort of tuning back into the game and you're not sure what's going on, well, once that little icon is lit up, you know that they're on a bit of a streak. 5 in a row, and you get that animation there. So a little indication. Cajun is just doing an incredible job, and normally part of the challenge of playing that kind of corner that close is, well, one, you're going to be close to the AKs, but usually you're going to get flashed as well. They just didn't have the right flashbangs to deal with him.
No, this is an Astralis that seems perhaps a little confused on exactly how they want to execute this T-side. Perhaps some of that is, I mean, remember, this is a T-side that in the past has relied heavily on Device and how they want to use him as an opper, so not having him kind of changes up the game plan quite a bit, and while they've managed to overcome it, So far here, it's not looking great. And while North is on fire with the 5 straight, it also means Astralis has the full losing bonus. So the next round is full utilities, all the AKs, and AWP if they want it. An important weapon to have, but at the moment, the real problem for Astralis is that North is just controlling the map. MSL with another kill. He does get traded off by Dennis, but the smoke is a deadly area at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird fight in there. It looked like he just managed to look away a bit too early, MSL. AZ coming up with a big shot there, taking down Dupree, although somehow making his way onto the B bomb side is Sip. He's even picked up an M4 and starting to creep into the tunnels. This is still a bit of a tough round for Astralis, but he catches it so perfect, taking down AZ, and that leaves Cajun 1 versus 2, sneaking in, and he's gonna go down. Sip to save it for Astralis, finally breaking that streak on North.
What a clutch play from Zipnix, getting aggressive. A 4 kill in the round, and Astralis needed it. That B bomb site against pistols, it's so difficult to hold at times. If you make one mistake, you can get swarmed, and that's exactly what happened. Valdi mistimed some of his spam. They're able to gain too much ground, and great trading by Astralis. 5-4 as the buy comes out. Both teams, everything they could possibly want. Zipnix alone towards the B bomb site, watching for aggression, watching for pushes. Dennis and Caribbean doing the same in the underpass.
And now Dupree with the AWP. So a lot of people have been waiting for this. Obviously, we did see him get an incredible ace earlier, and that was on this map. They were on the CT side, admittedly, but maybe we could get some sort of replay. Astralis, I would say, certainly need to wake up right now. I'm liking the confidence with which Cajun especially seemed to be taking some of these early fights.
And it's only going to build. If he keeps having this success, right? He's just going to get more and more confident to do whatever he wants. That's the danger. Dupree. And on the rest of Astralis being very patient, just slow, methodical map control. Still aggression from North, but this time, this kind of aggression, this proactiveness across the map hasn't gained them anything just yet. Now Config's got the information. He's legged though. This B bomb site is susceptible.
Oh, he's gonna run right back into the field of fire. That's a bit of a free kill coming in for Glaive, but the rotation is happening. North, if they're quick, maybe they can get enough players on the bomb side. They need it. They gotta stop Astralis early on, otherwise who knows what will happen. Valda with a shot through, taking down Dennis. They are trying to get the bomb plant, already jumping across, and there's Valda picking up a big shot, taking down Glaive, and it's just on Dupree, trying to stay alive. A big double kill, but it's not enough. North so quick with the reinforcements on B.
They jumped on that rotation so quickly. As soon as Config got legged, all the players from North at the A bomb site just sprinted over towards the B bomb site. Astralis, even though they got the plant, they never had time to get themselves situated to hold that off. That's great aggressiveness by North. Jumping over the smoke, jumping into the bomb site, all doing it together. Valdi with a couple big kills on that retake. 6-4, and Astralis still yet to put a gun run on the board.
A troubling sight, that is for sure. They do at least have the money to continue to buy here, but when you get that kind of entry, that was a great little setup there. Leg shot on one player, Glaive to pick it up. That's the opening you need. Most of the time, you should probably win that round.
I think a lot of it has to do with this defense that North is coming out with, because they're doing a great job of different setups, not only, but being aggressive and finding out what's coming and having that kind of intel. And because they were so aggressive in the bathrooms and never forced back, they knew there was no pressure coming towards the A bomb site, so it was a very, very quick rotation. And here again, you can see, if you look on the minimap, MSL pushed up almost all the way to T-spawn.
Wow.
He's got wealth of information. He can flank either one of the bomb sites as well.
Just a shot coming out from Cajun. Doesn't want to stick around for too long, but as long as they're waiting, oh, Sip is running an MSL. He should hear it. Knife is out. And that's an easy kill, taking down Sip. And you have to imagine panic is just going to erupt in the ranks of Astralis now, because they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, great trade though by Caribbean with the Deagle. He finds one. And now Astralis, they feel this map has shrunk with that flank from MSL. Even though it's the B bomb site, Cajun B is here. Molotov out, AZ spotted a gun barrel as well. Here it is around the smoke, a double kill for AZ. He's gonna hold Astralis back and go for more, but he runs out of bullets. Config has arrived now though. And this is dangerous for both players, but he's got an easy one coming through the smoke, and it's just down to Caribbean. He can do nothing as well. North is on a tear.
They're doing such a great job. A lot of the time when those smokes go down, that's the cue to fall back if you're on the CT side and you wait for backup and you try and retake after the bomb's been planted. But the North players, AC here, the prime example, picking up great kills early on, to sort of seal the deal. 7-4 early on in the first half here. North versus Astralis. This is obviously a really big win for the North team. And again, the economic gain being won heavily by the CT side. Back to pistols for the Astralis team.
Yes, and actually they don't even get a chance to wield them whatsoever. Valdi and MSL want to go for more. It is a trade down. But there's Valdi and Config. They're going to hold things off just for the moment, but now they're starting to swarm. The deagle from Dupree rings true. Config wants to get aggressive, and this is deadly. This is a big risk, and it's going to pay off at least initially. Now he's got to play it safe. AZ's here to help him out as well.
Yeah, that was scary for a moment, but the lack of armor here on the Astralis side means they should not be winning it. What a flick though coming in, Sip trying for more. And somehow Glaive picks that one up with the MP9. It's going to be the plant at least. I do think he wished he would have just had a deagle instead. This MP9 at range is not going to be fun against that. He ducks under, not to show his face. And Cajun, not quite sure. He's going to be down on the low ground now. This is a bit of a strange battle. 1 versus 1 could decide a lot of the outcome of this first half. And Cajun sneaking in towards the monster tunnel. He's looking the wrong way, still going to get the kill. And he saves North just on the edge. That could have gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, that's a nice round from Astralis, all things considered. So they get a plant, they get 4 kills, they keep the money low. Remember, I mean, North has built up a huge bank. But this is still just a very awkward situation. If Astralis is able to reset down the stretch here and get up towards 7 rounds, that would get them there. That's a phenomenal half for the T side. At the moment, it's looking dire, but it can just switch so quickly. And that's the big question, because Cajun B is having that half. So now you go back to the analysis, go back and say, Astralis, they're missing their primary opera. Who's going to step up and find some kind of a duel here?
Well, it's Dupree once again with the AWP, but they have not been able to afford it all that much. So one question is, could he beat Cajun right now in a 1 versus 1, but could he even have the rifle to do it?
It's actually Config with the op now. He's got it towards the B bomb site, so there's a switch up, and actually this could bite North pretty hard. If he misses his first shot, he's going to get swarmed, he's going to get bombarded with nades, and actually, that's exactly it. It's unwieldy, he's not used to the timing with the weapon, and now MSL, the whole job to do, and he gets nothing.
And Dennis with a very good follow-up, so the big question is, should North even try and retake this? I mean, they're quite far away on the map. They don't really have a lot of control, and even worse, Dupree will have heard that rotation in, so he's going to be climbing up back behind Valde. It's not looking all that good right now for North, so I'd say a bit of a good win for Astralis finally.
And like I said, if you're North at this point, you just don't want to get economically reset. You just want to challenge every single round, all 3 rounds remaining, or all 2 rounds after this, I guess, since this is over. But actually, they're losing these weapons. AZ's been taken out. Valdi's quickly the only one left alive. And he either needs to hold his nerve. Nope, he goes for the kill. They all are wrapping upon it from T-spawn, and Zipnix is waiting right there. That's a big win for Astralis. They get their 5th.
Obviously a big deal on the edge here with the Royal Arena in Copenhagen playing in front of the home crowd. You don't want to be down this early on. If they had a great start, they won the pistol, they won the following rounds, they were looking good, but North bounced back so quick. And now here we are, 14th round coming up. AWP back on Cajun, and it's on Dupree as well. 5-8 is the scoreline here, favoring the North team. And again, they stack 3 men early in B, just in case it was going to be a crazy rush. But it doesn't seem like it. Instead, Cajun picking up a big shot there, and he's going to fall back. Are they going to be ready for AC? He's alone, and there's no flashbang to set it up. In fact, AC got team flashed. He's going to go for it again, trying to get back, but Dupree will catch him, so a bit of a misstep.
Yes. Astralis, though, still a man down. That's a good find from Dupree. They're going to move up. They're going to gain this ground, and he's going to get a new angle as well. Oh, and he almost gets that. He almost catches MSL crossing, and look at how aggressive and confident he's being. Slowly, he's going to be able to grab the angle out towards long, and he's going to try right back into this. And where's the peak coming? The Molotov is going to slow him, and the flashbang does its job well. The rest of Astralis just waiting for what Dupree can find here at the A-bomb site. But for the moment, he's forced away.
I was going to say that's incredibly risky. That close with the AWP. If someone else is on the other side there, you're just going to get 1 chance.
It's funny, though, because that's actually what Device likes to do as an opera as well. Or Device, even with the AK, loves dueling out towards long, so Dupree kind of taking up that mantle. And now as the smoke expires out towards long, Molotov is going to be ready to go to help out his teammates. Here comes the hit.
Deep Molotov, but Cajun there with the AWP takes 1, takes a second, and Dennis is down and out. It's all on Sip. 1 versus 4 here with just 17 seconds. It seems impossible, and indeed MSL will drop him with the FAMAS. So right before North actually have to eco and save, they just bring it right back. Great pickoffs there for Cajun B. 16 and 6. He's having a fantastic game right now.
Yeah, and this is a player that is sometimes quiet, but he used to be very well known for the fact that he could just have that one game where he carries his team right through it. And this is looking like it could be that performance. This is phenomenal out of him to give his team a 9-5 lead. Astralis has had a really tough time in this half, only winning 1 gun round. Carby's gonna be the point of this attack. It's initially blind, but it's 2 quick kills for North. And Zipnix with the CZ can do nothing, and they've held on. Astralis is getting wiped out. The 2 AKs, Glaive and Dennis coming up next, but they're blocked off by smoke, blocked off by fire and utility. And there's no entrance into this bomb site.
That early 3-man stack for North working out very well. They did it a couple of times where nothing came of it, but that's going to be 10-5, favoring North in the first half here. Round number 3 at the Blast Pro Series, and North, I would say, just having a fantastic start. They lost the pistol as well. You look at that lineup there, just a couple of rounds once we're into the rifles where Astralis actually managed to do anything.
Yes, I mean, that's a really tough half for Astralis. Thank God they won that pistol. And I think one of the tough things that's going to come out as well, we talked about it in the pregame. I mean, Dennis as the highest rated player after the first 2 rounds of this group stage. He's down at 3 kills. Glaive only has 2. They never really got clicked into that first half, so they're going to have to switch things around moving forward. Another pistol round for Astralis that they desperately need.
Maybe it's the fact that the crowd is here. Nerves are just a little bit more. Playing on the big stage, always a difference. Dupree with a stunning headshot following up and taking down AC. Now all he has to do is get back, get into safety, which is easier said than it is done. Dupree, Sip trying to help him out here. A lot of targets, and Sip gonna get one. Conflict with the refrag. Dennis is there as well. And MSL all alone. Bomb is in control down by the restrooms, and the 1 round that Astralis absolutely had to win, and they do it. Dupree with a triple.
You love the repeats from Dupree. Once you hit those first couple of shots, you can feel it. You're on a heater and you just go for more. Stellar play from Dupree, taking the teeth out of that attack very quickly. Astralis has got to be having the time of their lives out there winning pistol rounds. They got to be loving it.
Yeah, the game is so much easier all of a sudden.
We should just do that all the time.
I think Lurpus actually is the one who did the calculation a while ago. It might have been a couple of years ago, but the correlation between sort of winning the pistol round and actually winning the map is so huge. So it really makes a big difference. Now they've won both of them. Let's see if they can follow it through, or if North are going to be right back on track. I'm very impressed by the way North are playing right now, so I don't want to give anything to chance here if I'm Astralis. Device. Sorry, Dennis there taking down Config. Device not on the server. Second kill there. Valda drops, and this is to be expected. Dennis following up, great couple of frags there, triple for him. And of course, Astralis want to hold on to every single gun here. They already had a whole half where they were practically broke. Yeah, they didn't have a good time with the economy in the first half. So also, one more thing to note as well, sometimes we'd criticize a player for with the M4 playing that aggressively on this kind of a round. But in the case of Dennis, I think for him, it's get him involved in the game. It's fine to take those duels. You want him to have a couple easy ones to build up some of his confidence, get him into the game, get him some frags. So that's going to be nicer for him when he's hitting tab and looking at the scoreboard to see himself up at 7 instead of 2 or 3. Great kills from him. He's going to be a critical player in this half, playing a very important position over at those bathrooms. I would have said coming into this, for sure, it will be more difficult playing with a stand-in on the CT side, just because Dennis probably has no idea how Astralis are sort of meant to rotate, and it's going to be hard to communicate that quickly. So if it doesn't turn out that way, that's going to be pretty impressive. Yes, and here's Dupree getting aggressive as well. Him and Dennis combining for more. That's phenomenal stuff from them, but Zipnik's getting aggressive, trying to find kills, trying to get the bonus money. He gets traded off, but it's okay. They have the bomb all locked up, and now it's Glaive's turn. And he finds nothing. Great shots from AZ. Now this is where they have to kind of, rein things back in. You don't want to lose that third player. You definitely don't want to lose one of those M4s. Just a couple of them. Valda and AZ both have picked up a UMP. Again, the lack of armor is going to make it just a bit tricky. That aim punch effect is so crucial. Dupree will pick up the kill on AZ. And Valda now trying to sneak close here on the stairwell. Not going to make it happen. Dupree will save the round. Triple for him. And Astralis now catching fire a bit, winning 5 in a row.
Yes, they've caught right back up, 8-10. But this is the first gun round now. This is the big one. We have to see what North has planned. They start this out. Cajun had a great first half with the AWP. He doesn't go for that. It's all AKs, it's all utility. North can reach as deep into the playbook as they'd like. We're gonna see some form of aggression. Dupree with the AWP going into the stairwell. Dennis and Careby pushing up. This will be a big fight to win.
Just a bit nervous at AC alone with the bomb over on the other side, but Dennis, aggressive as he's been throughout this tournament so far. A good shot for MSL through the smoke, not allowing him to get away. That's gonna be really important. And he wants to just take a peek and see if he can catch anyone else. He does go down to Dupree. So just a parting shot as he falls back into the bomb site. And Kierbu playing it close with the UMP. Doesn't look like he's going to catch anyone, but that's a lot of information.
Yes, I mean, that's huge. And that can be a quick flank as well when the hit does eventually come in. I think the big thing is, I mentioned how much utility North was able to bring into this round. While losing those players without using any of that kind of negates the fact. Glaive and Zipnix, because they have such a man advantage, going to play more passive. No need to take these fights at that angle. Play in the pit, make them commit, and kill them before they get there. Valdi's the last one left.
Commit in the pit, Moses. It even rhymes. You are a magician after all. Valda going to be going down. Dupree will pick up a double, and that's Astralis now back to 9 rounds. So I don't think it's panic time at all for North now, but they knew they were going to play this map for a long time.
Yes.
And Astralis historically have been one of the best teams in the world at playing overpass. So surely they will have some sort of ace up their sleeve or somewhere where they think there's a weakness.
You'd hope so. It's actually, Astralis on this map has been a bit shaky, all things considered, because we do still think of them as one of the best teams in the world, but they've had some concerning results and some concerning lack of faith in this map in their pool. They've started picking, a map like Train over this at times. This is a big nade. The spam to follow. Zipnix is a genius. 3 kills. That is so beautiful. It even gets a 4th. Go for the ace, and you're going to get it.
I mean, he doesn't have an anime avatar, but I'd probably still check his profile real quick just to see what the hell is going on. The grenade follow-up and the spray through the wall, this is unbelievable. Obviously, around where they just had pistols, but you don't want to get shut down like that. You want at least to do some damage. We saw how much they gained from that in the first half, and they just got shut down.
That was so beautiful. See if they can build on it now. Dennis aggressive again. It's a different angle, but the same result. He finds the opening kill. He's going for more. And now he's trying to bail out, but he's trying to do it safely. He wants to fall back. It's Careby to back him up from long with the aggressive peek. And he's going to even go for more after that. Again, another round. North starts out 2 players down early. AZ's trying to even things up, and he is. A stunning headshot. B bomb site is open.
Oh, that's an individual decision for AZ. He felt there was an opening, and he was dead on. That's brilliant play. 3 versus 3 now. Somehow he's brought them back in this round, and he's pushed up. This is kind of what Sip was doing on the other half. We'll see if it's going to work. AC's right on the edge. He needs one more kill, and it's a headshot, taking down Dennis. AC with just a brilliant comeback into this round. Dupree and Kierby now, the last 2 left, and retaking will not be easy. North, they have a setup for it here. Dupree sneaking into the Monster Tunnel with the AWP. If he misses the kill, it's going to be all over, and he creeps in. Valda with a leg shot coming through, but he still wins the fight. And Dupree is out, and Kierby knows there's nothing else to fight for now.
The only decision that you could make to fight for this if you're Careby is just to get a couple of kills as they try and leave. Keep the economy low, do whatever you can to take rifles away from them, but he's not going to check the pit. It's Config. North get their first round of the second half, and they maintain the lead. 11-10.
I think AC's been a player that's shown a lot of promise over the years. I never thought of him as a player that I actually think one of his downfalls as a player is his inability to make these kind of decisions when it really matters.
Yes.
So for him to turn this, that was a 5-on-3, ladies and gentlemen, and it's just one player deciding, pushing through the smoke, and the timing is so good. Really impressive.
They absolutely needed those openings, and just, yes, a great showing of confidence from him. North was, great spam. Speaking of which, had a lot of kills through the walls in these past rounds. And look at this, North has lost so many players over towards Fountain that they don't even want to mess with it this time. Glaive goes for the refrag, he gets aggressive and he's taken down, and now it's Kirby's turn. He's alone. He's the only line of defense here, and he's done it so far. He's got to do more. They're going to start wrapping upon him, and he's just too blind, too much. Dennis and Dupree, they're going to call the save right now.
And what else could they do? What a great execute there from North. One opening, and there's almost no hesitation. You know, they sort of linger around a bit too much. Backup gets called for, a couple of grenades, but they isolated him right on that bomb site. Kirby at the end, no chance. That was very well done.
It's also, if you want to think about the adjustments you have to make as an in-game leader, that's such a tough call to just say, all right, we're not going to have any map control. So you could see all 5 players from North going towards the B bomb site, because every time they've gone A, it's been Dennis, it's been Kirby combining to get 2 kills in the previous 2 gun rounds. So they just give it up. They just say, we're not going to mess with it this time. We want to abuse the B bomb site. They have a plan to hit it very, very quick, and they're giving a little bit of luck on their side with the spam.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, there's a first for everything.
Still got your eyebrows, Moses?
I got nothing else, do I?
Well, there we go, there we go. We're back on track. 12-10, ladies and gentlemen, here. We're nearing the end of the second half, but we're not all the way there yet, and the money is still there for Astralis, so saving the AWP, saving the M4, buying another one, and we'll see what they can come up with now. Obviously, this B take for North is looking lethal at the moment. How do you stop that?
Well, you can if you're Astralis choose. I mean, last round, you'll remember, there was a spam through the wall from AZ to get that opening kill, and it looked like Astralis was trying to get aggressive there and aggressive towards sandbags, towards short sewers, towards the doorway, and if you can hold that area, that's where you can find a couple kills as well. It's similar to the aggression that you can do as a CT towards Fountain, towards Picnic. And if you're Astralis, I mean, this is where, can you have the adjustment? And they do. They have the answer here, Anders. 4 players defending this B bomb site right at the start.
Oh, if this doesn't work, nothing will. Dennis pushing in right at the edge of the smoke, but Sip and Glaive are down. MSL and AZ with 2 big opening frags, and Dennis, well, he gets one. Kirby, the mad spray coming out, and somehow he manages to live. He does go down eventually, and Dennis will take down Valda. It's battling all over the map right now. Dupree and Dennis versus Config and MSL. And now sneaking back towards the monster tunnel. Config hiding at the edge. Dupree, he survives that jump, and he's going to go for the repeat. Can he get any kind of help coming up from the other side? They have to work together. They can't give up this round, Astralis. Otherwise, North are going to be in such a good position to win this map.
Dennis can't even find that kill. They do combine onto him. It's a great crossfire setup from North. They've shut it down. They've forced Dupree away. Again, it'll be one of the few weapons they have into the next round. Their economy is in tatters. Zipnix has no money. Kirby, Dennis, and Glaive are going to be clutching at straws as another bomb explosion comes out.
My God, 13-10. They take almost every single rifle array. Astralis had a 4-man stack towards the B bomb site, and even that was not enough to actually hold on to it. So I don't even know what that means. How many more? You can't obviously stack everyone on B, can you?
No, you really can't, and that's tough. Take this opportunity in the freeze time to welcome some of the viewers over from SK versus NIP as their game has finished. We've got a Danish battle here. North leading Astralis 13-10. The first half was all Cajun B. Astralis trying to find the solution because their B bomb site, they haven't been able to hold anything. It's the weakness right now for them at Astralis. This is the last chance they have to really maintain themselves into this match.
And if you're just joining, obviously, it's been Astralis winning both the pistol rounds, but North have been controlling almost everything else. That first half, economy was heavily in favor of North. Astralis couldn't buy half the time, and right now they look like they're struggling, especially that B bomb site has been incredibly vulnerable. What can MSL come up with now? It seems like they're diverting a bit from that B strat, and instead Dupree wanted to take the early fight. Somehow Astralis have still put together a buy in this round. I was not sure they were going to be able to, and they're very aggressive on this side of the map, not seeing anyone over the smoke. But that whole connector area has been swarmed by North. Can they actually get the opening frag here?
They've got a chance. It's all on this timing for Dennis. Kirby as well now pushing up. He's going to go for more, and he loses the battle. Great kill from Config. Great awareness. That's a big find. Even Dupree's aggression with the AWP down the stairs is forced back. He's at 34 HP. And North is so centralized, and no one is exposed to danger. There's no chance for Astralis to gain anything right at the moment.
Leg shot in spite of the flashbang there. Dupree just doing it All on internal timing. That will give them something, but he's also been tagged up fairly heavily, so can't get too excited about it either. Still got 50 seconds, and an important point to note, obviously, is North and how many grenades they still have left. But this is an opening. Cajun to go down. Aggression from Dennis. A headshot on Valder. Turning around, he takes down AZ. Suddenly, it's back in favor of Astralis here. 2 versus 3, and Zip with the spray. And closing it out, taking down MSL. Astralis coming right back into it. And it's Dennis, the madman. He doesn't care, Moses.
The stand-in making big plays for Astralis. What a critical 3 kills to get. And it's that Fnatic playmaking ability that was his trademark when he was a player there. Pushing up, getting re-aggressive, flanking out towards long, finding his moment to strike. Cajun's not expecting it whatsoever. Astralis was kind of lost at that point. They had no information, they had no great setup, and he finds some way out of an impossible situation.
Sweden saving Denmark, Moses. Who would have thought?
The apocalypse is here. It's dark times.
It is one of those things. It's an omen. 13-11. 25th round is coming up right now. Dennis has got 15 kills, but that aggression all the way, he's done it so many rounds, and North can't really seem to handle it. And they're also low on money for once, so what's the play right now? Do you just go back to B if you're MSL? That's been working.
I think you have to. Every time you've tried to execute towards bathrooms or towards the A bomb site, you've got nothing. And even Astralis knows it. Again, they're going to put 4 players here.
And is that a 3-man stack? Are they actually 3-man stacking in a rifle round? I don't even know what I'm watching anymore. This is crazy.
I love this. It's a safe way to get 1 kill. You already have the awareness they're going to come towards B, KRB. He's going to hold the trigger. No, he gets his 1, he falls off. He plays it safe. They know that there's 3 players here now, so North, if you have that knowledge, you don't want to push forward. It's intimidating. They're going to try and go through the smoke. That's too easy for Glaive.
Even with the MP9 AC, he wanted to make that play again, try and see if he could break it open. It's not a bad call, because as you said, they knew that they were going to 3-3, so maybe Monster Tunnel would have been open. It's actually, the math is pretty sound. More boosting coming in here for the Astralis side, fighting to reclaim the lead here. They are 2 rounds down, but now they're in a 5 versus 3, which they lost earlier. This time they can't afford that. They have to win this.
Well, because they put all 5 people here, they have no knowledge of the other side of the map. They've just got to push forward. Valdi's going to try and lead the way. Goes for the timing and can't even find 1. Dennis is here, and they're going to swing wide. They're going to get more aggressive. Config is waiting with open arms. And now it's his turn to be the gladiator.
Just trying to see if he could find any kind of an entry. That's a great Molotov there to set up a little bit of a play. They combine to get the kill on Glaive, who has not been having a good game at all. But the worst thing right now for North is the time that's left. 18 seconds. They've only just now picked up the bomb, and they're still in a 2 versus 3. So at some point, they have to try and put that bomb down. And a grenade right to the forehead. Config explodes. Cajun goes down. And it's 13-12, and the crowd is absolutely loving it here at the Royal Arena. Astralis slowly mounting a comeback here against North, who've been playing amazing Counter-Strike. But MSL has overtaken Cajun, even overtaken AZ as well. Is that a good or a bad sign for North?
I mean, you're going to love the fact that you have 4 players all sitting right around, 16 to 19 kills, which is great if you're North. The problem now is you had the winning recipe. You had that B bomb site for a couple rounds, and Astralis has closed that opportunity. There's nothing else that you're getting over towards B. Great kill from KRB, a second one to open things up in this round. Still fighting, still dueling, and there's Dennis. This has just been happening round after round. Every time they want to go towards this area, they just get shut down, and the spin.
My God. That must have looked very fast from KRB's point of view. Didn't look like he was going to get that kill. That's the tie. 13-13, ladies and gentlemen. Moving into the 27th round. It's Dupree with the AWP. It's North back on AK-47s. That B push, that B bomb site has been safe for at least a couple of rounds. Let's see if it's going to continue or if North are going to crack it open once again. You can't go back to that if you're North now. You have to go towards A, and you have to take that fight, and you have to somehow win it. You have to do something you haven't been able to in this entire half, because Astralis have adjusted. Now it's your turn. Battle's coming out, and they almost find the timing, but this is more ground than they've ever gained in the past. So good news for North early on here. Shoulder peek coming in, Dennis being taken down by MSL. A perfect opening, and now 3 men rotating back through B towards the A bomb site. There is an opening right now for North, and have they maybe found out? They're very aggressive and quick throwing in the grenade to try and get close onto the bomb site. Cajun out in the open, not able to get the headshots, but great grenades, except for Sip, who was still unsmoked, and he's gonna get one kill, trying to stay alive, but Crouch peeking in his config, and he's gonna be able to pick up that kill. Now they're a man up, 3 versus 4, the bomb is going down. This might be it for North.
Oh, attempting a boost. Yeah, the choke points are all blocked off by smoke. I think Astralis might have to give this one up. Another one's just plumed. And yeah, you can see on the minimap, Careby, Glaive, they're running. Dupree's gonna be next. Great take from North. Finally, they found success at the other bomb site.
Not only is MSL on top of the scoreboard, he's also opening the round, and then he's doing the math right afterwards. That calculation in his mind that says, okay, we got Dennis at restrooms, that means there's probably not going to be that much on A. Let's just go right now. And what I love about this North team is there's no hesitation. They really just follow through. No one stops. Perfect round for them. Well,
when you have the in-game leader opening things up and leading the way, you kind of got to go with him. You can't leave him hanging as the fire comes up.
That's never going to get old, is it? 14-13, 28th round. Astralis forced to save the rifles once again, which means they can rebuy into this one. I do think we have a tactical timeout here being called, so see how that all plays out. Now is the time that you want to use them. All of these rounds here, the round robin format, incredibly important. You really don't want to end up, I mean, even getting tied could be a bit weird. If you do have ties, then that whole situation is going to get ugly. Yeah,
well, I mean, this is what the 2 teams that are at the top of the standings, I believe, after the first 2 rounds. So this is a huge implication to just making it to the finals, right? Like you almost feel like if Astralis is able to pull this one out, they're going to be in that finals later tonight. Xyp9x is 26 kills and 16 deaths. He's been a monster. That's including that brilliant ace early on. But again, we've seen adjustments from both teams, and now North has been able to take both bomb sites successfully, finally, in the second half. 14-13, and they're going to go at it again, and they're going to meet heavy resistance. It's the trademark aggression out of Astralis. This time it's Dupree with the op, but he's been brought down low by nades.
Yeah, that's so much impact for almost no investment at all, North. And it's not even always been Dupree. I think Dennis is the one that's been drawing a lot of those grenades in the past, but there is a setup. It looks like maybe a rush through the monster tunnel. 2 men on the other side. The spray is already in. The flashbangs are so good. Sip coming in. Big spray. Triple kill coming in. And then it's going to be 1 return there for MSL, but he has to back out. The grenade chasing him away. And Sip, an absolute hero.
How does he do it every single time? He always has the winning formula. It's MSL coming up, and he finds an angle. Dennis has got to give up that fight. He's got to play it more passive. He's the only one here, and he wins it. There goes MSL, and it's Baldy next. And he can't even find that. Dennis has come alive. A tough first half, but big impact in the second, and we're going down to the wire.
And you see that coach behind them, Sonic, obviously a legend himself, very excited. And that's been his style, I feel like, for a while now. He's been so hyped up when they win. This could have gone either way. This seemed like a coin flip. When you're just spraying into the smoke like that, 1 bullet through and you're going to be out.
It's a brilliant setup. His teammate spams all the bullets he has, and North says, that's our timing. That's when we go. This flash will work perfectly. He'll be reloading, and now it's just an all-out B-rush. Desperation for North in this round. Everything on it, and there's the opening kill. Config, the star of North, has started things off, and Cajun's going to get the flank, but he can't win that fight.
Somehow Dupree takes him down. That gives it up a little bit. Now that means they can at least get into position to try for the retake. What a flashbang coming through, but there's the save, Careby. Otherwise, Dennis would have been out of that round. 4 versus 3, and North have had the bomb site for a while, but they can't get the bomb plant down.
AZ's got the bomb, and he has to watch the flank. He can't get into the site. This is a tough situation.
Oh, are they gonna boost? This is very dangerous right now. If they get the kill on Sip, who's playing over in those hallways, then who knows what will happen. Maybe they could get into the A bomb site. I think they just got caught boosting up on the sniper spot, so that's been given away. They definitely saw that with the jump. And North, it doesn't look like to me they know what they're doing, and now instead they're being wrapped around. They've taken too much time, and Astralis aren't going to wait anymore, and here it comes. Dennis is down. Careby on the ramp, playing, doing a lot of damage. Dupree with a kill, leaving Valda alone. 1 versus 2, and everything rides on this. 33 seconds. The bomb is at the L bend. He has to pick it up and try and go for this 1 versus 2 inside of the smoke as well. This seems almost impossible. 25 seconds now. and he's still playing for it. He desperately wants somebody to peek him, anyone right now. And Dupree snuck through the smoke. Valder doesn't realize it, but he's boxed in. This is near impossible, and Kevin will take him down for a 15th round. Astralis now at map point.
And North invested everything into that round. There's not a whole lot they can do moving forward. That's such a tough spot to be in for Valdi. That smoke is so well timed. Felt like he had to push through it. Astralis has made this comeback happen. It looked a bit dire in that first half. Zipnix has been stellar. Dennis has come alive. What he had in the first half with what, 5 kills, I want to say?
I mean, he was paired up with Glaive in the beginning in the first 7 rounds or something. They had just 0 kills. Now, Glaive hasn't really taken off that much. He's still at 5, but Dennis has just had an amazing growth, up to 21 right now. 15-14, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what North can do here in the 30th round. They've got the CSAT 75, and they've got a fair few grenades, so it's doable. This can be done. Not going for the B-rush this time around, it seems. Just instead, want to try and see if they can get some of that control over the restroom side. Moving up quick, the flashbangs are in. A really wide peak coming out. Kebu unable to retreat. Dennis spraying. And he nearly goes down. Dupree picking up 1 shot with the AWP, but this is risky.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in. This is sloppy from Astralis. They're getting punished at the moment, but who else but Zipnix to come in, arrive at the right moment, and really stabilize this Astralis side. It's a 3-on-3, and now Config's got a weapon. He passes it over to Cajun. They've salvaged an AK, they've salvaged an M4. They have tools to work with. Zipnix has eyes towards the B bomb site, but he does not want to commit into the site as the lone player.
Still got about a minute, a bit less now. With Sip, wow, I can't believe that they actually managed to rotate back again. So this kind of move, very late. I don't think they had any info, so just sort of playing a little bit of feeling right here. 40 seconds, and oh, look at that. Over at the other side, it's actually Dupree rotating back with the AWP down towards the B-bomb side. Leaves Glaive alone. He sees the opening. He knows they're coming, but he can't win the fight. Cajun takes him down. And this might be a tied game, which would not mean overtime, but still, they need it. Dupree getting a kill with the AWP. MSL takes him down right afterwards. And now it's Sip. If anyone could do it, it'd be him. The bomb will go down. He has got a lot of work on his hands right here. 1 versus 2.
Slowed down by Flames. He would love to find MSL first, the highest, and he's looking for any mistakes. They're not coming yet from North, and they might have just pulled this off. They might have just pulled off a tie. Zipnix trying to bait out a peak, but it's not gonna happen.
Huge difference here in the points. Very important if you want to get to that grand final. Sip trying to bait them in. Couple of shots raining out, but they're playing it perfectly right now. Baiting him out, letting time pass, and there's the kill. Tied up 15-15.